At end the Mississippi, a wedge of saltwater crushes a community of flood saltwater moving through drought-stricken river has slowed, giving New Orleans more time to prepare. There was no such respite in Little Plaquemines Parish. Byron and Kelli Marinovich sit at the bar of their restaurant, Black Velvet Oyster Bar Grill, in Buras on Wednesday. Buras The lunch rush is over and Byron Marinovich has passed through storage room Black Velvet Oyster Bar Grill, perched on the banks of Mississippi River about 60 miles south New Orleans. When he tossed the building's water heater into a plastic bucket, it pulled out chunks of white sediment, several of which were nearly as big as a fingernail. Salt, he said, sighing with palpable disappointment in this part of rural Plaquemines County. The problem drew national attention, triggered presidential emergency declaration and fervent efforts to maintain drinking water supplies for nearly 1 million people around greater New Orleans, as massive saltwater from the Gulf of Mexico forced its way nearly 70 miles into drought-stricken Mississippi. Sparked an effort. 960 saltwater wedges are not projected to reach New Orleans until November 23. Boothville Venice Buras residents of this area have been under a drinking water advisory since June. 10 miles source NOAA Office of Coastal Management CCAP land cover. To U.S. Veronica Penney Washington Post 960 saltwater wedges, if they arrive at all, are not projected to reach New Orleans until November 23. Gulf of Mexico 21 kilometers source NOAA Office of Coastal Management CCAP land cover. To U.S. Veronica Penney Washington Post 640 mandatory size Lake Pontchartrain. The saltwater wedge is not projected to reach New Orleans until November 23. Pointe à la Hache issued a drinking water advisory on September 21. Veronica Penney Washington Post Lake Pontchartrain. The saltwater wedge is not projected to reach New Orleans until November 23. Saltwater wedge may reach Belle Chasse by October. 2 Carlisle Phoenix Pointe à la Hache issued a drinking water advisory on September 21. Veronica Penney Washington Post. The good news came Thursday, when the Army Corps of Engineers released updated projections showing that a wedge of saltwater, once predicted to arrive in Jefferson and Orleans parishes later this month, won't arrive until late November, if at all. That's partly because of an underwater levee project the Corps has undertaken to slow vance of saltwater, as well as data showing the river's flow remained higher than expected. Officials are now talking about finding permanent solutions for a problem that once seemed distant, but now seems doomed to happen again. Still, there was no respite in Plaquemines Parish, a fishing and oil and gas hub where the once mighty river meets the Gulf, with many residents enduring months of salt-laden water. Many remain under drinking water advisories that began in June, when salinity levels soared far beyond what the Environmental